It is possibilities. It is possibilities. It is possibilities. It is possibilities. Possible possibilities. It is 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 possibilities. Possible possibilities. It is 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 possibilities. Possible possibilities. It is 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 possibilities. Possible possibilities. It is 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 possibilities. Possible possibilities. It is 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 possibilities. Possible possibilities. It is 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 possibilities. Possible possibilities. It is 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 possibilities. Possible possibilities. It is 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 possibilities. Possible possibilities. It is 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 possibilities. Possible possibilities. It is possibilities. It is possibilities. It is possibilities. It is possibilities. It is.
Dr. Bawumia's vision for a thriving creative arts sector. Fund creative startups with access to loans and seed capital. Establish creative arts hubs across regions for training and collaboration. Revive the film industry by building production studios and offering grants to filmmakers.
Vote number 1 on the ballot.
In 2012 elections, he has since become one of Ghana's most impactful vice presidents, influencing policy that continue to transform the socio-economic landscape of Ghana.
Dr. Bawumia's vision for a stronger economy and business growth. Offer tax amnesty to forgive penalties and old tax debts. Abolish e-levy and betting taxes. Introduce investment tax credits, ITC, to provide incentives for startups. Vote number 1 on the ballot. Dr. Bawumia's vision for a stronger economy and business growth. Offer tax amnesty to forgive penalties and old tax debts. Abolish e-levy and betting taxes. Introduce investment tax credits, ITC, to provide incentives for startups. Vote number 1 on the ballot.
Possible possibilities. It is 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 possibilities. Possible possibilities. It is 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 possibilities. Possible possibilities. It is 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 possibilities. Possible possibilities. It is 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 possibilities. Possible possibilities. It is 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 possibilities. Possible possibilities. It is 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 possibilities. Possible possibilities. It is 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 possibilities. Possible possibilities. It is 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 possibilities. Possible possibilities. It is 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 possibilities. Possible possibilities. It is 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 possibilities. Possible possibilities. It is 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 possibilities. Possible possibilities. It is 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 possibilities. Possible possibilities. It is 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 possibilities. Possible possibilities. It is 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 possibilities. Possible possibilities. It is 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 possibilities. Possible possibilities. It is 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 possibilities. Possible possibilities. It is 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 possibilities. Possible possibilities. It is 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 possibilities. Possible possibilities. It is 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 possibilities. Possible possibilities. It is 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 possibilities. Possible possibilities. It is 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 possibilities. Possible possibilities. It is 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 possibilities. Possible possibilities. It is 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 possibilities. Possible possibilities. It is 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 possibilities. Possible possibilities. It is 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 possibilities. Possible possibilities. It is 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 possibilities. Possibilities. It is 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 possibilities. Possibilities. It is 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 possibilities. Possibilities. It is 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 possibilities. Possibilities. It is 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 possibilities. Possibilities. It is 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 possibilities. Possibilities. It is 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 possibilities. Possibilities. It is possibilities. It is possibilities. It is possibilities. It is
Do you have any
possibilities.
challenges? Do you have any
It
challenges?
is possibilities.
You're good?
Possibilities. It is possibilities. It
Let's
is
go.
possibilities. It is possibilities. It is possibilities. It is possibilities. Possibilities.
Good evening and welcome to the Bawumia Nation's Possibility Series, coming to you live from the Solutions Center. My name is Uncle Taylor, and we'll be doing this every Sunday till the election day. We are on your favorite social media platforms, YouTube, Facebook, and TikTok. And if you have not downloaded the Bawumia Nations app, you can do so from the Apple Store or Google Play Store. Just go there and type Bawumia Nation so you can download and subscribe. The Bawumia Nations app allows you to follow Dr. Bawumia's vision and his activities towards his presidency come December 7, 2024. Today we are going to learn everything about Dr. Bawumia. We have to want to know him and know his purpose and vision for Ghana. And with me to do this is one man who knows Dr. Bawumia very, very well. He is his executive secretary. He is my boss. He's been involved in almost every digitization program in Ghana. Zipline, Ghana Card, the Ports Paperless program, and your GPRS address. And I have here with me none other than Dr. Augustine Blaze. Dr. Blaze, my boss, like I said. Doc, welcome.
Thank you.
Good evening to you.
Good evening. Thank you.
Yes. Doc, let's set the ball rolling. It looks like we are a bit behind time. But my first question, we want to know about Dr. Bawumia, his personal life. Who is Dr. Bawumia? We want to know about him. Who is Dr. Bawumia?
Thank you very much. Dr. Bawumia is a very humble leader, but is visionary. You know, we use the term visionary sometimes anyhow, but he's the perfect example, and I'll explain. Visionary is when you see into the future, and then you're able to make decisions, make changes today, leading to the fulfillment of that vision. And for me, Dr. Bawumia embodies that definition. He has done a lot of things into the future he has done a lot of things today that kind of project into what is going to happen in the future. I'm sure you have a lot of time to talk about it, but he's someone who is very caring. He cares a lot about the team, each member of the team, their family. He knows them by name on a personal level. That's someone who really cares for us. He's also someone who always tries to challenge us, to bring the best out of us. So that's it. He's just a lovely boss. Yeah.
That's so. I heard something that's very interesting. he tries to be personal with everyone around him by even calling them by their name.
Yeah.
And that's a personal level. How about his professional level? How does he deal with people around him?
Well, calling them by name is given, but going beyond me and to my family, my wife, my children, that's someone who cares. It's not just you as a staff, but you and your family, right? You and your children, you and what matters to you. These are areas that he cares about. So him as a person is someone who's very caring about the people around him.
That's wonderful.
Professionally, he's someone who really does not take no for an answer. And that's why you have the mindset of possibilities. He wants to make sure that if we can do what we set our minds to do. So when you run into challenges, he always does. He advises and guides us into the next stage of the solution. He's very how do I put it? He's someone who he's someone who really challenges professionally. Okay. Let me explain. So you understand that sometimes when he gives you work to do, you run into difficulties and he's like, man, this one I'm going to tell him and maybe he will challenge me. He does not cry about spilt milk.
Okay.
If it is over, it's over. Let's look at the next stage. There's no need to dwell on what cannot be repaired or what cannot be, that you have to debate over things over and over. Look, there's a challenge. How do you solve it? Right. So professional is always pivoting us towards, let's not cry about spilled milk. And for me, it's something that's very remarkable for me as a professional dealing with him at that level. Yeah.
Let me remind all viewers that you can join us by sending your messages and your questions on all the platforms that I've already mentioned. We're on TikTok, we're on YouTube, and we're on Facebook. Doc, what are the core values that drives Dr. Bawumia's vision for Ghana? What does he stand for?
I think the core values, the first one is integrity. Okay. You must be able to do work, achieve an objective with integrity. There's no corner cutting, and there's no fast way of getting stuff done. Do it and do it right. The second thing that drives him, as far as I've seen, is the courage. You have to have integrity, but you should also have courage to confront challenges and difficulties, not just give up and throw your hands in the air and say, oh, Charlie, it's difficult, I can't do it, it's not easy. No, be courageous and confront, and then you will achieve. And these are some of the things I've seen. I've talked about integrity, I've talked about courage. There's this mantra that I always say, for him to lead is to solve. So he put that into us, right? It's like, solve the problem. Don't talk about the problem. Don't complain about the problem. Solve it. Think through it. Consider all the facts and look at how you can get it resolved. And finally, it's not only solving, you must also look at the impact of the solution that you bring, the impact on human beings, the human factor, the human element. These are the core values that I've seen: the integrity, the courage, the mindset of possibilities, solving problems, and always looking at the impact on the human beings. And then usually the average person will say, okay, well, it impacts me personally. But it always goes beyond and say, not just the people that you see, but how about the vulnerable in society? What is the impact of this decision? What is the impact of this solution? What is the impact of this problem on human beings and the vulnerables? And these are the things that I've seen him, that are guided even me, that he has inculcated in me to help solve a lot of the problems that we have faced, and he's been wonderful at it.
Doc, you mentioned that he likes to solve problems.
Yes.
And I think one of the mantras you've come to accept is bold solutions.
Yes.
So I want to believe that Dr. Bawumia, His Excellency, and our future president, has had to make some bold solutions and decisions in this past life. Are there any you can think of?
Well, I mean, the first one, the decision to be the running mate for His Excellency Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo. That was a bold decision.
Wow.
It was a bold decision because he never thought he was going to be in politics. He was working hard at the central bank, impacting the economy under President Kufuor, doing a lot of great work. President Kufuor attests to that. And so then he got a call from Nana Addo and say, come, let's have a chat. And Nana Addo speaks to him. He asks all sorts of questions. And he asked him to be his running mate. That in 2008. And so it's like, wait a minute, what are you talking here? What are you talking about? So, no, go think about it. By the way, you have 24 hours.
Wow.
Right? This is not decisions that you make like that. You have to consider a lot of factors, the impact on you, the risk, the family. You have to consider all sorts of things around before making such decisions. But he had 24 hours to make that decision. But he made that bold decision to be the running mate of President of His Excellency Nana Addo. It was a bold decision, and today Ghana is better for it.
Yes.
Thank you.
I'm going to come to that. The switch from the central bank to politics, a very bold decision. Would you say that he has achieved what he wanted to in politics so far?
Well, I mean, he has not achieved everything. That's why he's running for president.
Exactly.
Right, but when you run for president, he has his own vision, and you say he's his own man, and so the things that he has learned growing up, his experience, his studies, his interactions with people, the problem he has encountered as running as vice president, as running mate, as somebody working at a central bank, these problems have formed, has given him an inspiration to identify the bold solutions that he has outlined in his manifesto. And he says that when I become president, I will do this and that. I'm sure we have time to talk about the details, so I'm just making it very broad. I'll do this and that in the economy, on our natural resources, on digitizations, in jobs and energy and so forth. So these are the things that he's working to come implement. But when he was working at the central bank, if you hear President Kufuor talk, President Kufuor said he had never met him before, as far as he could remember. But at a conference in London, Dr. Bawumia was asked to present a paper. And when he presented the paper, it was so clear and impactful that President Kufuor called him and said, young man, you've done well, keep it up and you go places.
Wow.
From a presentation, and this is like the accumulation of a lot of hard work, a lot of competent hard work, at a central bank, leading to him presenting a paper in London, where the President Kufuor heard of him and called him and encouraged him.
Wow.
Right? And so now from that paper, he became the deputy governor of the central bank, became the running mate of His Excellency Nana Addo Akufo-Addo, became the vice president of the Republic of Ghana, and come 7th January 2025, he will become the president of Ghana.
Definitely.
It is possible.
It is possible.
If you have the mindset of possibilities.
It is possible. Since you mentioned the former president, I want to ask this question. What inspires or motivates the vice president now? What inspires? Who are the people who have shaped his life to this point? I'm sure he's had some inspiration and motivation.
I'll speak of what I know, of course.
Yeah.
I mean, of course, the decision to be the running mate of Nana was a bold decision. So, and then since then, he has worked with him over the years. And Nana Addo it's somebody who has actually inspired him. But I'll give you another example that I know of. His father.
Okay.
All of us talk about Zipline, how innovative and solving problems. If there's a policy, if there's a program, there's a project that this government has done that directly saves lives, that directly improves the life of people, directly brings joy and peace and hope in the life of families, it is Zipline. I don't see any other policy from a personal perspective. Every time that drone flies, there's somebody's father who was supposed to die, was bitten by a snake. The drone flies and send him the antivenom and save his life. It is somebody's child who was supposed to die in the farm, that the drone flies and brings the medication and saves that life. It is somebody's mother. It is somebody's uncle. So every time that drone flies, it is a life that is being saved. And when this life is saved, it is a mother, it is a father, it's a family that says, thank you, Dr. Bawumia, for bringing this intervention. It is a family that says, God bless you, Dr. Bawumia, for saving the life of my child. And these are the things that inspires him. How do you impact the human being, the human factor in decision making? When his father was about to die, I mean, he was in the hospital, and then he tells a story nicely, and he says, look, there came a time where they needed blood, and they looked all over the place, they could not find that blood. And by the time they found it, and he was sent to go and find it, when he came with the blood, the father was gone. You know, so you can imagine how many women in these remote areas who are pregnant that need blood, or who are sick that need blood, and they cannot find blood immediately, but were losing their lives. So these interventions of Zipline is an intervention based on his past experience. And when he went to Silicon Valley and said, this is one of the things that I personally experienced, and then we should bring it to Ghana for every Ghanaian to experience it.
Wow. So you talk about Zipline, and this is just by the way, we've had people in other political facets talk particularly about Zipline and the drones, and they made it look like some funny game to play. We've had comments as these cameras should be looking at our bathrooms and all that. Would you say that we were battling with lack of vision?